Hello, fellow homebuyers and investors. This is Ken Renner, real estate broker in North Austin, and I'm just going to give you a presentation regarding the new Saddle Creek Twin Homes, which is basically duplex style townhomes that are going to be in the community of, in the Austin metro community of Georgetown, Texas. And Georgetown, Texas has been rated as the the nicest city in the South, as ranked by Southern Living magazine. And so it's actually a beautiful place, and I'm looking for my own primary residence in Georgetown as we speak. But also the opportunity is for affordable housing and for properties that can rent. Right now, we're experiencing a severe housing shortage, and in many communities, they've even cut off sales to investors completely. So, and or even sales at all as they try to catch up with production. So this is our community. These are the townhomes, Pacesetter Homes. They're releasing these townhomes for sale on Tuesday at 3 p.m. at 3 p.m. Central Time, and you have to be on the waiting list, the email list, to get the link, and you'll be asked to fill out some questions and also submit to on the link a $1,000 earnest money, and that'll be done by either debit card or it's going to be done by ETF, whatever they call it, the check, or where you submit a check online. And so we're going to be monitoring this very closely. At 3 p.m. there's going to be 250 units in this subdivision. They're only releasing 22 in this first go around, and they have over 400 people on the waiting list. My clients, I have over 50, nearly 60 clients that are on the waiting list. So it's going to go quick in this first go around, and the reason they're limiting the amount of sales is these are prototypes. They want to build them first and work out all the kinks, and then they'll start working through the rest of the subdivision. But the bottom line is that the lowest prices they'll ever be is on this first release, and they're going to be pretty well decked out, and they're going to have stainless steel appliances, tile flooring, and uh, nice upgraded white cabinets. They're set to be 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-story with 1-car garage, and they're set also to be like lock and leave. In other words, the HOA fee covers all the front maintenance and all the exterior of the building, so you'll never have to paint or replace a roof. It covers the entire building except for the interior contents. So when you look at my performance, you'll see high HOA dues, but you're not going to have a hazard insurance policy like you would with a typical house. So, and you'll never have any exterior capital improvements to worry about. So, well, did my market research on rents, and it's looking pretty positive. I've also got a performer here we'll go over, but I first wanted to kind of show you the location of the area. This is Georgetown, Texas, a very quaint community, and it's actually super nice, very beautiful, especially the downtown here, very quaint. But the Saddle Creek Pacesetter Home. Saddle Creek is a master plan community. It's got like 380 acres, and there's 7 different builders in Saddle Creek. I'm going to give you the overall look at it this way. So this whole area here is Saddle Creek. This is a D.R. Horton subdivision here, and this is Carlson Place, where we sold a number of properties, more than 24 properties in that subdivision. It's been very successful and good solid rents. So everybody asks me, how far is it going to be to the new Apple campus? So that's the first question I do. I did a Google map search, and we have toll roads that's right adjacent. It's 2 minutes from the toll road. And so to get to McNeil High School, which is adjacent to the Apple campus, according to Google, it's 28 minutes. So this is where the Apple campus is being built right now, right here next to McNeil High School. So the other question, I guess, how far is it going to be from the domain where Facebook and Amazon and Indeed and HomeAway, now Verbo, is going to be from this address here. So we'll put in the domain, and we're looking at, thanks to the toll roads, 25 minutes. Is even quicker to get to the domain down the toll roads. And then, of course, which is really surprising because Georgetown is the very northern end of our metro. Beyond that, it's pretty much prairie land until you get to the Temple Belton area. That's one of the reasons why I like it, because it's on the edge of the chaos, the edge of weirdness, as they call it here in Austin. But let's take a look what it is to get to downtown Austin. So we'll put in the Hilton and 4th Street, downtown Austin. Believe it or not, 34 minutes down the toll roads. No lights because those toll roads and the brand new 290 toll road that just got completed. So we got the 130, 85 mile an hour, and the toll road into downtown is only 34 minutes. And surprisingly enough, we take a look at the Austin Bergstrom Airport, and let's take a look how long it takes to get to there. 34 minutes. So, you know, in terms of commute time, it's very easy to get around. It's a half an hour from everywhere. But you do feel like you have a little bit more country feel, and also the quaintness of the Georgetown. If you just Google Georgetown and just look at the photographs, and you'll see what a quaint town it is. But it is part of the metro, and so in the big picture, this whole area from Buda, Kyle here all the way up to Georgetown is our metro. All right, let's take a look here at some more details. Let's go back to, let's take a look, the lookbook. Okay, so this is the product itself. Take a look at the pictures. There's two different plans that they're releasing at the beginning. It's the Lassen plan, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2.5 bathroom, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-story, 1-car garage. And that's going to be somewhere between 1335 and 1371. So my performance at 1350 square feet. And then they also have the 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, which is the Shasta. And that's going to be between 1538 and 15. So I put 1550 because they haven't finalized the square footages. So it's a nice master up with 3 extra bedrooms, 2 baths up, and then a half bath down, utility down. So it's well appointed. And so the 4-bedroom is also excellent for rental. So 3-bedroom kind of looks like this, and this is in your email if you're getting this on email. And it's got some it's nice separation between the master and the bedrooms, and it's got a huge walk-in closet. And then the 4-bedroom is just nice to have an extra bedroom for an office or for a guest room. So they look beautiful. Like I said, stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, white cabinets. To be tile floors standard throughout the downstairs. They have these different choices of schemes, color schemes. And then the interior design, you can see that in your PDF as far as what it comes with, but it's pretty well appointed for homes that are going to start under 200,000. It's almost unheard of to hear at this point in time in the market to hear about homes that are under 200,000 in the Austin metro. So that's what they've told us. They haven't released prices. They haven't released even the HOA fees yet, what they're going to be. That'll all come down at 3 o'clock Central Time. So if you're in Pacific, that's going to be 1 o'clock your time. That email will be released, and the first 22 will probably go in the first 20 minutes. So you have to be ready to open up your email from when Pacesetter sends it. I'm not going to be sending it. I'll send reminders, but it's coming from Pacesetter Corporate. All right, so take a look here. The tax rate is 2.75, which is pretty much in line with the whole market. And then, of course, you have all these things that are going to be taken care of for your HOA, which is your exterior paint, roof, foundation, everything on the outside of the house is covered through the HOA insurance. And then you have swimming pool, great amenity center, and a disc golf course. The amenity center has got a workout facility as well as it's about a $2 million facility. So it's within walking distance. So this is the amenity center here. It's already in. Here's your fitness facility. You can play some frisbee golf, or have your kids on the playground. So it's 353 acres total. Okay, so, oh yeah, another thing about this community is that it's adjacent to the middle school and the elementary school. These are brand new elementary and middle schools, so there actually be access from the community into the school. So your tenants' kids can go straight into the elementary and middle without even leaving the community. Okay, so this is it. This is actually updated. It hadn't been like this before, but they've actually got some updated on the roads. The roads are actually all in, and this is the community where it's at. So you have more expensive homes in here with Chesmar, it's Castle Rock, and Pacesetter's other series of homes. Also, you have Lennar is in here, and let's see, Century is in here. So and we're bullish on those as well. And they do have opportunities here. This is the amenity center here at the big pool and splash pad. So pretty well pretty well decked out master plan community. So this is where the 240 units are going to go, and then everything else is more expensive around here. And you can take your kids actually across the street if you want to teach them how to ride horses. And then of course it's only 5 minutes to the downtown center, which is where all the cool activity is, with the famous county courthouse built in the 1800s, and great restaurants also circling this, winery, pizzerias. It's a really cool place. So going back into the product and the numbers, take a look at our performance, and I'm basing this on a guess. 190,000 is for the smaller 3.2, 1350 square foot Lassen, and we're looking at 2.76 tax rate, and 1495 is the rent I'm using, which is on the lower end of what my performance showed, but I wanted to be conservative as much as possible. You're looking at a positive cash flow of 145 after all is said and done, and plus or minus. And that's at 4%. And we're actually seeing rates now, believe it or not, under 4% for investor properties. So that is pretty exciting news. Really makes a lot of difference. For the 4-bedroom, I use 1595. It's 1550 square foot, and looking at about, after all things are said and done, with 25% down, about a $209 positive. Once again, I teach my clients that you don't get rich on the positive cash flow. Just know that somebody else is paying off your mortgage, and the extra money that you get, you should be, my suggestion is applying that towards your balance every month. And this twin home will be paid off within 15, 16 years. So, and this doesn't account for any rent increases. So look at a market analysis I did yesterday. This market analysis based on 1,200 to 1,500 square foot within the same radius. And these are also newer. I only compared it to new because actually the resale older ones are still getting pretty much the same as the new rental. But this kept it congruent with what we're looking at. So about the mid 1300, we're looking at $1.21 a square foot on average, and the time on the market is 40 days is the average time on the market for what's on the market. For what has leased in the last 3 months was an average time of 35 days on the market, and you can see that's also, well, a $1.18 a square foot. You can see the minimum was $14.95. Believe it, the maximum was actually $19.75. But the average is $16.27. That's a lot for a 1,300 square foot house. So I'm using the $14.95, the lower end of the spectrum. Okay, so for 1,400 square foot to 1,700 square foot, which would be the Shasta plan, a little bit bigger, I'm looking at the comparison. Same thing, looking around 48 days of what's active on the market. What actually has leased has been an average of 34 days. So that's pretty much in line with my performance, using about 1 month vacancy period, plus or minus, for every 2 years. So taking a look at this rental range, you're looking at $14.99 to $17.95, with the average being $16.35. I used $15.95, about $1 a foot. So these numbers work out pretty well as well. So that's our performance, and if you've got this in email, you're able to print this out and take a look at it. But once again, if you're interested, if you haven't already got onto the list with Pacesetter, please contact me, and we will connect you with the on-site agent who's putting all of the emails in, and of course be by your computer at 3 p.m. Tuesday, 3 p.m. That would be on Tuesday the 4th of March, and that'll be at 3 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time. Okay? All right. Well, I hope this has been helpful for you, and I look forward to helping the first 22 investors get into this property when it will be at the lowest price they'll ever see, at the lowest interest rates we've ever seen. So appreciate your time. You can reach out to me, 512-423-5626, or Kenn, Kenn, at buyaustin.com, BUYAustin.com. Great. Have a nice day, and I look forward to talking with you.